It felt like I was just spinning my wheels. I'd get to the end of like a 6-week program with Trinspa, or I'd get to the end of a 9-week program with Atkins, and I wouldn't see a result. You know, I'd see 2 pounds here, I'd see 4 pounds there, and I wouldn't see any kind of gain for the amount of pain that I had gone through.
Weight loss surgery is much more effective than just diet or diet and exercise because it changes some of the physiology as well as changing the diet and dietary choices. Most people look at a diet as a quick fix, but obesity is a lifelong disease. It's not a short-term fix.
Well, what happened first was I noticed I'd be getting heartburn very quickly after different meals. So I'd go to a doctor and they said, well, you're starting to get an ulcer. And then the next year is, well, your ulcer is getting worse. I was 28 years old when they first told me that I was starting to get diabetes, that I was on the path for it, that, you know, I had the family history and I had all the different traits that were coming along, that I was going to have diabetes.
Bariatric surgeries or weight loss surgeries have a tremendous benefit on a patient's health. Most of that is related to things like diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol. And we actually do the surgeries for the medical problems and look at the weight loss as more of a nice side effect.
I think the turning point was I was at one of my doctor's visits and the doctor said, your ulcer is getting very bad. You know, you're gonna run the risk of getting esophageal cancer. And just hearing that cancer word just scared the crap out of me. That's when I knew I needed to make a change completely. I had my procedure on a Friday. As I was leaving the hospital, the nurses had done another group of tests and they were waiting for the responses on that. And they came back in and said, well, you don't have diabetes anymore. It had literally been cured overnight. And that to me was phenomenal. And then they said, oh yeah, and by the way, we bypassed your ulcer, so you don't have an ulcer anymore. That's never gonna be a problem again. The following Wednesday, I went in for my first checkup and they said, you've lost 21 pounds. Within about 4 days, I was walking. And then within about a month, I was walking a mile on my lunch break. Besides the mile, I was walking after work. I now have energy to do stuff. Last night, I played with my daughter. From the moment I got home till the moment she passed out in her chair. You know, I had more energy than she did, which is amazing for a toddler.
Well, the best thing I hear from my patients, and it's very common, is thank you for giving me my life back. I never get tired of hearing that, and it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing.
You know, I ran the LA Marathon last year to finish and pass through the little archway and see everybody and have them all cheer me on and pat me on the back. That was probably one of the best feelings ever.